Expectations for Hoosiers area this weekend? How are you ready to go into it?
I'm real ready. Just first chance for me to get back out there, be able to play. It's been a while since I've been in front of fans playing basketball, so I can't wait for that.
Do you have a song ready? Or you just get that
I'm gonna come out to Too Much Sauce by Future and Lil Uzi.
I mean, it's sort of an obvious question because you've had that year, but you spent a lot of time on scout team too, and sometimes sort of rehabbing your injury. Just kind of how comfortable do you feel with what you need to kind of command as a guard in this system at both ends of the floor?
I think I just want to be a leader on both ends of the floor. Last year, I mean, the concepts of defense and offense are pretty much the same coming from Pittsburgh. With the adjustments of a few on offense, but I think I could fit very well in the grand scheme of things.
I think Coach Green has mentioned this offseason, the possibility of kind of having a point guard by committee, or not, having one necessarily point guard. How have things been working, just in drills and everything like that, with you guys in the backcourt?
It's been working well. We all interchangeable. We all know all spots on the floor. So, I mean, if somebody else runs the point guard, then I can play the wing. If I run the point guard, then somebody else can play the wing. So, I mean, I think that brings a lot of versatility into our game. So, I like that.
You mentioned there not being a lot of adjustment coming from Pittsburgh, but in terms of the tempo, is that more conducive here to your game than maybe it was at Pitt?
Yeah, of course. It was a lot more tempo in Pittsburgh, so I mean that'll help me out getting into the open floor, creating for other guys, getting into the lane, getting a lot of transition plays.
What's been your impression of Devontae and Curtis and how they've come in and worked and adjusted to this level?
They're real good guys. They're willing to learn, willing to work. So, I mean, that's made it a lot easier. They got any questions, I can help them out. So, I mean, I love that.
I know last year you're losing Yogi, but guard depth, I think, last year was a little bit thin. This year it seems like maybe you guys, with you, James, Robert, Devontae, Curtis, can maybe have a little bit more depth. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, we can do a lot with it. A lot of guards handling the ball. We can get out on the open floor. A lot of people can make plays. So, I mean, I think that opens up the game a lot more for us.
As far as Thomas and OG, a lot of people talking about them as the 1 and 2 best NBA prospects in the Big Ten. Both of them kind of said they don't even want to talk about that stuff. I mean, is their mindset, you think, as far as this season, just based on getting better and working and not worrying about that thing?
Yeah, we're focused. We not too much worried about all that stuff. If we handle what we got to handle on the court and in practice, all the other stuff will take care of itself.
How have you seen those guys improve this offseason the most? Which areas of their games?
Their athleticism. Yeah. Thomas, working in the sand pit, doing the things that we've been doing in the weight room. He's got a lot more athletic as well as OG.
How have you seen your perimeter shooting improve since you got here? Coach Buckley helped a lot with that, and kind of how comfortable, I guess, are you at this point with where you are from shooting on the perimeter?
I feel a lot more confident in my shot. I think it was more so getting up a lot of reps, getting up a lot more shots before, after practices. That's helped me a lot, as well as Coach Buckley.
What was the most valuable thing you learned from watching Yogi last year to playing with Yogi last year and talking with him?
I had to say his leadership. He commanded a lot from his teammates. He did it first, as he led by example by doing it first, and everybody followed. So I think that was one of the biggest things.
And do you see any kind of similarities between you two in terms of that? I mean, you're an older guy, obviously. Do you see any similarities between you two?
The way he shares the ball, the way he leads, the way he gets in the paint, creates for others. I think I can bring that to the team as well.
When you're coming back from a major surgery like you had, people wonder if you'll be the same athlete or, be able to do the same things you did. I guess how do you feel as far as what you're able to do on the court compared to maybe before you got hurt?
I feel a lot better. Rehabbing my leg, I think it was best for me. It gave me a chance to work on a lot of things, like a lot of mobility, a lot of balance things. I think it made my lower body a lot more stronger.